All right, guys, we are going to have a little fun tonight. We are going to test out the family's favorite app, Life 360. Mark, Noreen, we have all downloaded Life 360.
Right.
I want you to tell me where I am right now.
Well, I've already opened up the app,
He cheated.
Tanner. I did. It says you're near.
Okay, so where am I? So
near,
you cheated?
Near the 2800 block of Lincoln Drive.
2872 to be
That's
exact.
right. Look, here I am.
Let's
I'm
see.
on Lincoln Drive. I'm actually where the old Kroger is on Lincoln. So here we are along Lincoln right now. So you were able to track me pretty well and pretty instantaneously too, right?
I can also see exactly how you got
Except for
there.
Mark, who cheated.
Yeah, he looked early. I can see how
See?
you got there too. It shows you the route. It tells you how long it took you.
When you first step into the sensory room here at Bedford Memorial Hospital, it's kind of like a giant adult playroom. There's a disco ball up here, a massage chair right here, lots and lots of lights and bubbles. But all of this is helping to stimulate the memories of people with Alzheimer's and dementia.
ABC 13's Tanner Evans shows us how they're doing that in tonight's Health Check.
Mark, Noreen, it's a two-pronged experimental approach to combating breast cancer, the kind that's spread to other parts of the body. Researchers at UVA are using focused ultrasound to heat up and destroy a portion of their primary tumor, hoping to prompt an immune response. A live look at Interstate 81 and at the mile marker 95 from our VDOT camera as storms roll through the area. We do know right now there are more than 900 customers without power in Lynchburg. This is according to Appalachian Power. It's in the Lakeside Drive area, and we're hearing it won't be back until around 6 p.m. Chief Meteorologist George Flickinger is tracking these storms for us. George, what's on the radar right now?
Well, Danner, right now in the Lakeside area and much of Lynchburg.
There's a new crop of graduates about to walk across the stage, preschool graduates. And in tonight's Mommy Monday, Smart is giving those rising kindergartners the tools they need this summer to be ready for elementary school. A breaking news update for you now. Dallas's mayor says 2 bodies have been found in a local home, including the body of the person suspected of shooting a paramedic. Mayor Mike Rawlings says a police robot found the bodies as authorities scoured a neighborhood following the shooting. ABC 13 is continuing our team coverage of the heat wave with Chief Meteorologist George Flickinger and Carrie Beal tonight. George, what are the latest numbers you're seeing?
Danner, we're seeing a lot more 90s appearing again today across the heart of Virginia.
All right, George, we have some visitors here in the newsroom.
Yes, we do.
Today we always like to, give them a little shout out. The crew from Jubilee here, from Jubilee in Lynchburg. They have had some great questions. You said you wanted to be on TV, and now you're hiding your face.
That's what happens. You asked to be put on TV. We might surprise you and put you on there.
There we
Smile.
go. So thanks, guys, for coming in and touring the station today and watching the newscast.
Yeah.
It's always fun to have a little, some eyes on us here and seeing what we do and how you do the weather. And it's kind of fun to be behind the scenes.
Fun to see the
take it for
smiling
granted.
faces.
That's
Yeah.
right. All right, thanks, George. All right, look at this. This is a live look at some very bad flooding going on in Ohio. And
What's the atmosphere like there right now?
It is electric here. I'm just going to let you soak this in for just a second, guys. This is amazing. I'm in tears over this room. When they announced that Rashad Jennings was the winner of Dancing with the Stars, you should have seen this crowd shoot up on their feet, so excited all night. They have been on their feet every time Rashad was on there on national TV. Such a great crowd. We've had spontaneous dance competitions tonight. We've had t-shirt giveaways. If you were at home watching Dancing with the Stars tonight, I'm sure you had a great time, but nothing better than this tonight. Okay. Like I said, they're out of control right now. It's so much fun. Real quickly, I wanted to talk Becky and Jerry Falwell were on the front row in this crowd tonight, and you guys were big supporters, of him for a lot of his life.
Now the whole world now knows that Baptists really can dance.
Yeah, there was that rumor for a long time that there was no dancing allowed at Liberty University.
At Liberty.
And Becky, you got to go to Los Angeles and see that special night with Rashad's parents. I mean, what a great thing to be a part of.
Yeah, it was such an amazing experience to be able to be with his parents, get to know his family. And I knew from the first show I saw him dance that he would win it, and I had no doubt. He rocked it. We're so proud.
We're all kind of got some tears in our eyes tonight. Such an exciting night here at Liberty University. We want to get his brother up here. Brian?
When Rashad won, I picked him up off the ground, didn't I?
Yes, he did.
He's a big guy, too.
Yeah, I am. I don't know how he did it, but he did. You might want to check his back later.
And I know that you've been there encouraging Rashad since he was a little kid. I went back and lots of old video that we have at ABC 13, and you have been there encouraging him, telling him that he was better than anyone was ever going to tell him. And so how does this feel right now?
It's exciting. It's hard to put in words right now. When you put your mind to it, you can do anything you want to accomplish. That's who Shad is. That's what you saw tonight. So, we're very proud of him.
Okay, well, this is an exciting crowd tonight. I'm sorry you guys are in the studio. I guess I'll send it back to you for now because I'm going to go party and dance with the crowd.
In tonight's health check, that hacking cough you have might not be a sign of aging. COPD, or chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, makes life pretty difficult.
But on this World COPD Awareness Day, ABC 13's Dana Evans shows us with the right support, it's possible to live with it.
Mark Noreen, you can develop COPD in your 30s or 40s. That's rare and genetic. Most people get it in their 50s or 60s, and most people do have a history of smoking. Many don't realize there are treatment options.
Every step Mike Grant used to take was a struggle.
And try to get up on the edge of my bed, and I would pray to God that he would take me before I had to start my day. That's how bad it is.
43 years of smoking left Mike with COPD. He's one of 11 million people suffering from COPD in the U.S.
And probably another 5 million that don't even know they have it. They just attribute their shortness of breath to aging or being out of shape.
But that wheezing, shortness of breath, and inability to do the things you used to do could be signs of something far worse. Respiratory therapist Cheryl Burnett says it's important not to ignore those signs of COPD and see your doctor.
What happens is people with COPD, they become short of breath, they do less, and therefore they're able to do less when they try to restart their normal activities.
While there is no cure for COPD, pulmonary rehab can help. They help rebuild muscle strength again, teach you how to breathe, manage stress, and good nutrition.
Danner, I had gotten so bad that I was down to 13% use of my own lungs.
Mike's COPD was bad enough he had a double lung transplant last year. But he's breathing easy again thanks to that life-saving transplant and following up with pulmonary rehab.
They do actually play the harmonica as part of that rehab treatment. Tomorrow is the Great American Smokeout. No better time to quit and cut your chances of developing COPD. And tonight there are resources for you at WSET.com under the Health Check tab with this story. For Health Check, Dana Evans, ABC 13 News.
Mark Noreen, I turned 40 last week, and I've been really confused as to when I needed to make an appointment to get one of these, a mammogram. You know, I've been a health reporter for 15 years now, and I've watched the guidelines change almost on a yearly basis. And right now, no one agrees on when a woman should start getting a mammogram. And patients like you and I are caught in the crossfire.
And this is your first mammogram you've ever had, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
40 in October. Appropriate, right?
That's right. You're here. That's good.
Full disclosure here, I've been dreading getting a mammogram most of my adult life.
The more you can keep your chest and shoulders relaxed, the easier it's going to be on you.
And I'm not alone. Only 40% of eligible women get a mammogram, according to Dr. Judith Parado at Centra's Breast Imaging Center. She believes one of the reasons is because health organizations can't agree on guidelines.
I think it gives people an excuse.
they don't even know what's right, so I'm just not going to bother.
Let me break down the problem here. Until 2015, everyone agreed mammograms start at 40, but now things are more confusing. In 2016, the U.S. Preventive Services Task Force said women should start regular mammograms at 50. The American Cancer Society now recommends starting at 45. And the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists says start at 50. But women of average risk should be offered screenings by 40.
Well, it is all very confusing for our patients.
Oncologist Dr. Cecilia McCallum says the key is risk versus benefit.
The risks for it are earlier women tend to have denser breasts. They tend to have changes within their breasts that are hormonally related. So what they've found through some of these studies is if you get an early mammogram, your risk of false positives is higher.
False positives can lead to a biopsy, a risk some argue isn't worth the worry.
The benefit, of course, is to find a cancer early. We all want to do that. There's no debate among any group.
Still, both experts I spoke with admit each health organization has its own agenda when looking at the data. Some want to keep healthcare costs low. Others say they want to keep women alive by finding cancer early. Christine Kennedy believes the confusion could have cost her her life.
I had remembered reading or hearing a news story that if it didn't run in your family, you could wait till you're 45.
So at first, Christine didn't think she needed to worry about a mammogram. She was just 41.
It doesn't run in my family. I have no cancer other than melanoma.
But something told Christine not to wait. Call it intuition. She got her mammogram anyway, and doctors found breast cancer.
So in my mind, I'm thinking, man, if I had waited till I was 45, we could be having a very different conversation.
And when I start to compress you, it's going to
It's stories like Christine's that brought me here.
Just try to stay relaxed for me. And I'm going to turn that shoulder in a little bit more.
I weighed the risks and benefits, and really it was a no-brainer for me. I have 3 children and a husband depending on me. My doctor and I decided this scan would put my mind at ease.
Breathe.
The cameras are rolling, maybe to help set your mind at ease about the procedure.
How was it?
Great. It actually was not as, I mean, people had said, oh, it's uncomfortable, but it's really not even that uncomfortable.
And short.
Right.
It happens so quickly.
First of all, talking about it's important. You know, you doing this mammogram today and showing women that it can be done and that it's important that we have access to it.
While the debate over mammograms is still up in the air.
Begin your screening at 40.
I generally recommend between 45 and 50 that women start their annual screening mammogram.
One thing is not up for debate. This is a very personal decision, one you need to make with your doctor.
Now I'm happy to share that my own scan came back clear when I took it this month, and I do plan on coming back to get my mammogram again next year. A lot of peace of mind with that. Do want to clear up one more little bit of confusion for people out there. It's the amount of radiation that you're exposed to when you have a mammogram. Well, studies show it takes 100 mammograms to equal the radiation that you're exposed to in one CT scan. Or if you flew from Paris to Houston, you get the same exposure to radiation. So it's very minimal, at least according to the experts that I spoke to. I've hooked you up with a lot of information about mammograms, how to get one, where to get one for free. You can find that all on our website and our ABC 13 app. Look for the story on our homepage.